This is your first lesson on the piano, so we're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about how to find middle C. We're going to talk about how to hold your hand and your wrist, and also how to sit at the piano. The piano is a series of black and white keys and patterns. You can see that, and it goes 2 black keys, 3 black keys, 2 black keys. It goes all the way up and down your piano like that. To find middle C on the piano, you simply find the 2 black keys set closest to the center of your piano, and the white key just to the left of that is what we call middle C. It's not actually the center note on the piano, but it's the closest C note to that point, so we call it middle C, and that's usually the starting point for our new piano student. Let's talk about how to hold your fingers as you're playing. You don't want to be playing flat-fingered on the piano. That doesn't get you anywhere. You have to be up on the tips of your fingers. So piano teachers will tell you to pretend like you've got a baseball in your hand and turn your hand over. You don't want to be up like this or down like that either. You want to be like this. That has to do with your wrist position, but that's how your fingers are supposed to be. Your wrist should be like I've got mine. You don't want it to be down like this. That's kind of a lazy position, and that's not a good place to be either. You also don't want to be up like this, right like that. That's how you want it to be. That gives you the best leverage as you're playing on the piano. Let's talk about how to sit. And the sitting at the piano is important because it relates to how you're holding your hand and your wrist, and that's very, very important. You may have noticed if you're watching a piano player on a stage, they'll usually have a special piano bench that has actually some handles on the sides that allows the piano player to raise the seat up or lower it down. And good piano players get sensitive to that because they want it to be right at the right position. So you want to be far enough away from the piano so that you can hold your hand like this. If you get too close to the piano, you're going to be having a tendency to move your wrist like that, and you don't want that. You want it to be like this. So make sure that you've got yourself situated far enough away from the piano that you can do that and not be having to twist your wrist in an awkward fashion. And that's how you want to get started on the piano.